It's day like 18 of no sun, and it's dark at like 4 o'clock. So let's do some evening plant chores. Well, this isn't, plant chores are not in air quotes, but evening kind of is, because is 4 o'clock really the evening? I guess now it is. So let's go ahead and do some plant chores, and let's chat about it being dark so stinking early and what that means for both us and our plants. Shall we? Let's get into it. So it's getting dark really early, like I said. Now, what does that mean for our plants? Well, for my plants, it means that they are not getting nearly as much light, even from my artificial grow lights, it seems. They're just not getting nearly as much as what they would normally be getting. So most of them, not all, but most of them are getting, or staying rather, very damp for a really long time. So I'm not watering as much, or not needing to water quite as much for some of my plants, but not all of my plants. Now, I need my water. For the plants that are really far from any sort of heating source, they're staying damper for much longer. Like these guys up here, they're up on a shelf. They're not close to a heater or anything like that. And they are also a fair distance away from the windows. And these plants in particular don't get much artificial lighting, although they could definitely use it. So they are A, not very happy, and B, are yeah, they're staying damp, which is kind of nice for me because I am a chronic underwaterer. They just don't seem to be doing their best right now. So for me, the winter is kind of a negative thing here in the Pacific Northwest for both my plants and myself, because like my plants, I also thrive off of sunlight. And like I said before, we have gone many days in between having sun. Does that make sense? Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down, but really what I'm trying to say is I've also kind of been having a hard time this winter here in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, I think it's also rained every single day for, I don't even know how many days in a row now. So that combination for both me and my plants, like I said, not great, but there are definitely ways that we can work around that. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about in this video today. So first things first, because our plants are not getting nearly as much sun as they are used to getting, we're going to start to see some detrimental effects happen. We're probably going to see some leaf drop, some droopiness. Oh, my cabinet light just went off. Hopefully that didn't look too weird over here. But yeah, we might also start to see some more pests. So you still need to be like diligently checking your leaves for pests. I'm really saying this to myself. I need to be better about that. And just paying attention to my plants in general. You might also start to see your plants, what is this called? I want to say go into hibernation, but that's not the word. But essentially, they might die back and just kind of go into a state of non-growth, but also not death. And it might look something like this. This is an Alocasia Frydek. She's not dead, she's still kicking, but she's just not getting the kind of sun that she wants, and she's also not getting the warmth that she probably wants either, but really, I think it's the sun. So that might happen. I am just going to continue to water her as needed and pretend like nothing bad is happening. So that's my advice to you, if that's happening with one of your plants, specifically with Alocasia and other like bulbous plants. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below and we can all help each other out here if that's happening with one of your plants this winter, because yeah, it's happening to this guy. This is the first time it's happened. This is really the first time that I've had winter affect my plants at all. So it's going to be an interesting one. You want me in the video? Can you see over here? Your hair's so messy. This is Rowan. Do you want to look at the camera? Do you want to, the camera's up here. It's over here. You've got so much smudge on you. What do you think? Oh, thank you. Oh. Like I was saying about your plants that are far away from heat sources needing to be watered less frequently, plants that are close to a heating source, like these guys right here, I'll scooch you a little, just right here. These guys will need to be watered much more frequently. So definitely keep your eyes on these guys and make sure they're not like too terribly close either. You know, you don't want them getting like burnt or anything like that. So far, I haven't had any of these guys burn, although you can probably see we have quite a few yellow leaves down here. So maybe we'll give those a little pluck. But I'm just going to give these guys a nice thorough watering. Now, do take note that I'm not telling you that you're going to need to water them, and by them, I mean just any of your plants. You're not going to need to water them less, like an amount less. You're just going to need to water them less frequently, not less in general. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it does. Oh no. All right, I gotta get rejuiced up here. Do you wanna help me? We've just been joined by the lovely Sixto. You wanna come over here, buddy? Careful. Oh, hi, bud. Hi. Don't you growl at him. Don't you do it. She's a little spunky, so you be nice. Yeah, he loves you. You be nice to him. Yeah, be nice to me too. Scary. That's a good butt right there. That's a good butt right there. You gonna just, okay, all right. What do you think, little tiny Tina? Little tiny Tina, do I hear a little whining Rowan or a whining Luna? This guy ate an entire bag of treats. I hadn't even opened them yet for them. And he had to have gotten up onto the kitchen island, which is just fucking crazy. Isn't that right? Is that what you did earlier while mommy was at work? Yeah, that's what you did? Yeah, that's what happened. I know it. I know it. I saw the evidence, and there were no treats left in that bag. You're such a good boy. I love you. I love you. Oh, it's not time yet. Oh, you're heavy. Get off me. Thank you, buddy. It's, oh, okay. It's not time yet. Hey, Sixto. Sixto, can I have a kiss? Thank you. So sorry if it is so dark. It is officially pitch black outside. It's fucking dark. And it is 5:13 p.m. So, you are gonna have to bear with me here. One thing about pests that I wanted to mention really quick, since it's winter, is that personally, for me, every single winter, I have at least a handful of plants that have a major spider mite infestation. Now, spider mites are, I would say, one of the easiest pests to take care of and like totally get rid of, at least for a good chunk of time with preventative care and all that jazz. But every single winter, there's always some plants, usually alocasia. Now that I have a good handful of anthurium, I'm probably going to get them there. Honestly, spider mites get on every single plant that they absolutely can, and the best way that I find to look for them, especially since it is dark so stinking early, is to hold the plant up and kind of look at it with some light behind it and look in like the little V of a heart-shaped leaf or something like that and look for some webbing, and you'll find some, I'm sure of it. So like I said, super easy to take care of. And if you would like, I can do a separate video showing my spider mite prevention care. It's very simple, as is with pretty much everything that I do with my plants. I try to keep it simple and easy. That way it's still fun and enjoyable for me to do, if that makes sense. I decided to switch to the sprayer. We're gonna get more bang for our buck here. She's pumped up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and water these guys. I pumped it up a lot. It's very intense. How have your guys' plants been doing this winter? Has winter hit your area really hard like it does mine? Oh, one of my dogs crushed these plants. Oh no. But yeah, is your winter really dark and gray and gloomy like mine is here in the Pacific Northwest? Or is it like in California or something, or Florida or something, where it's still just like really nice and sunny out and also warm? Definitely let me know. And if it is a rough winter, how are you coping with your plants and with yourself? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are going through and how you're handling it. And hopefully we can give each other some good tips, because I mean, any and all tips help, am I right? It is so much darker in here now. I think all of my, well, all but one of my grow lights has gone off. All of my lights are on timers, so I don't really have to worry about it. Now, artificial light is honestly like the biggest tip that I could give any of you guys, no matter where you live, what kind of situation your plant setup is in. Grow lights will help. And you can find grow lights for like super inexpensive nowadays. So I will try to link some in the description down below of grow lights that I've used specifically. I will put like some more expensive brands down there too, in case you are looking for something a little bit more high end and that will maybe take you a little bit further. But yeah, I will kind of leave a few different options in the description for you guys. That way you can kind of check some out. But seriously, I can't recommend grow lights enough for your plants, especially if you have a winter like we do here in the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, don't be afraid to bump the light up for your plants. And then if you do that, you're not going to really feel the effects of winter nearly as much, because your plants won't be, you know, feeling the winter. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Sounds pretty simple to me. But yeah, get grow lights, and then get your grow lights on timers. Timers, you guys, oh my God. I feel like I haven't talked about timers in a while. I feel like I had them as like one of my favorites forever ago, and they truly are amazing, and they're just a lifesaver. I never think about when any of my lights are going to be turning on or turning off. I don't have to worry about it. It just happens. So not only is it great for when you are like working weird hours like I do, where I leave, you know, around 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little bit later than that. And, you know, I get up super early, get the dogs ready and all that jazz. And then I need to go to bed pretty early. So I'm not really home when I would like want my lights to be on all the time. So it just works out really well for me. And then if you go on vacation or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it. And then it kind of looks like someone is home. So it's like maybe like a safety plus. I don't know. I always just think of that. So I love artificial light and I love timers. I will link some timers down below as well, because honestly, you need them. If you have grow lights, get a timer. They're so cheap, and then it just makes life easy. Okay, let me water a couple plants that are up here. So this pretty guy right here is Nantherium radicans cross luxurians, and this big bad boy is my jungle boogie, which I'm pretty certain is just like the non-variegated version of Ring of Fire. Oh, and what do we have? Do you see those little kind of crystally guys there? These little guys here, these are not pests or anything like that. That is just extra floral nectaries that have like dried up and crystallized. So that's kind of cool. This is definitely a plant. Oh, let me zoom you back out. Definitely a plant that produces a lot of extra floral nectaries, especially in the summer. And that is just a natural thing that it does. I want to say to, like in nature, it would attract ants and stuff like that that would crawl up on the plant, and then those ants would eat any of the pests that were trying to eat the plant. So they kind of worked together in harmony, which is lovely. Look at this beautiful little Jose Bueno leaf. Ooh. One of you lovelies sent this to me, and it has been doing so well. So thank you so much. Oh my God. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot to mention too, I did put some nutrients in this big old sprayer. I just put some CalMag. Again, I'll link below which one specifically I'm using right now. I can't say for sure if it's doing anything like absolutely magical for my plants yet, because I've just started using it. So this is probably like the third time I've watered with it. But so far, I don't think I've seen any like major negative effects. So, you know, we can call that a win, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk about besides caring for our plants, which I think, you know, just to kind of wrap up, watch for your watering. If your plants are getting way less light than normal, then you may need to water less frequently, so more space in between waterings, but the same volume when you water. So don't just be like dribbling a few little, you know, spurts onto your plant here and there. They're still going to be wanting to get watered and fed, just not as frequently. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, definitely drop any questions in the comments below. And then on the other hand, if your plants are really close to a heat source, like some of mine are, probably the worst. I could have like the worst ones that I could possibly have right next to the heater, but you know what? It's just where they fit. But if you have plants like that that are really close to the heater, watch out even more frequently, or more carefully. That's what I'm trying to say. Wow, it is actually getting late now. So, but watch out for those plants that are close to heating sources, because they will probably need to be watered more frequently. So just watch out for those, and do be mindful that they're not like too crazy close so that they don't get burnt, because, you know, how sad would that be? Especially if it's like one of your favorite plants or something, which aren't they all, you know? I think so. I'm just loving the look of this cabinet since we cleaned it out. I will link that video up here, or maybe over here. I don't remember which side it's on, but I'll link it up here somewhere in the cards for you so that you can check that video out if you missed it. And yeah, let me know what you think. What plants should I look for next for in this cabinet? Because I do really, oh no, I really do feel like I have more room now in the cabinet, which is really naughty of me, but I just want more. And we also went over that we need to be checking our plants for pests this winter, and also to be giving your plants some artificial light if you feel that is necessary. And if you do get artificial light, you better get yourself some timers, because yeah, you need them. Ooh. If you have nutrients in your water, remember to give it a good shake every so often, even as you're watering, because it'll settle. You don't want it to settle. our failed mother, Pallidiflorum. You failed me twice. I feel like I'm super blown out and I don't know how to fix that. Hopefully, I didn't even mention yet, you guys, what? Hopefully, you notice a positive change in the footage of this video. Hopefully it is clearer, maybe brighter, just better in general. I did finally bite the bullet and spoiled myself and got myself a new camera, and I'm so excited. So this is the first video that I'm filming on this camera, and yeah, getting it made me realize just how camera illiterate I am. Quite camera illiterate. So I've been watching a lot of videos trying to figure this thing out and how to like get the settings to the best settings that I can. I did get a Sony, this is the ZV-E10, I think, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. I have done so much research over the past like year and a half or 2 years or something like that on different cameras and comparing like so many different ones, and this was the one that I had ended on. Every time I would go back and look and see, because you know, cameras are expensive, so I wanted to do my homework on them and really figure out which one I wanted to go for, and this was the one that I went for. I got it at Best Buy, and when I got it, the guy there was like, "Oh, that's a good camera." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Okay, good. Thank you, sir." This little cutie. This is my Hoya Compacto Mauna Loa, and hopefully, maybe, it's so dark, you guys. Maybe you can see just how like shriveled. Yeah, very shriveled. You can see there. So she's thirsty, ready for some water. Oh, hopefully giving it CalMag isn't gonna like deter. What am I trying to say? Hopefully the CalMag won't take away from the variegation of this plant. Hi, cutie. Hop up here. Up here. Oh, buddy, does that hurt? That sounded like it hurt. Oh, this guy's thirsty. Oh my God, this is such a pretty plant. I'm so glad that I got this plant. So this is one of my like most recent and latest plant purchases. I have not purchased a plant in I don't even know how long now, like it's been a minute, but this is the Alocasia Dewey's Reversa, and just like, look at that shininess. And the new leaves come in and they're like kind of pink. Look at her. She's so pink and cute. And then they kind of fade to this green color. Oh my God, they're so pretty. Here's a new leaf. And it's a pretty good size too. Like, wow, we are up close and personal with this mug. Sorry about it. Let me just get you up with the plant here. Look at her though. Ah, oh my God. Okay, look at her. She's so shiny. This one looks almost black, but there is like a tint of like that kind of maroony purpley, and with the green. Oh, I love it. Ah, I love it. Okay, let's give her a water, and then my girl, I think maybe needs to go outside or something, or just wants to snuggle. Luna! Can you hear her whining? Oh, now she's not gonna whine. Luna? My girl. But speaking of Luna and just my babes in general, they have been so amazing at helping me stay out of a funk with this really gray, nasty weather that we've been having so consistently. And oh my God, I got scared. I just like sprayed my computer. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, But yeah, let's go ahead and chat about some of the things that I've been doing to help myself within this like nasty winter weather that we've been having, because we covered the plants. The plants will be fine. Well, now let's think about ourselves here, because we are more important than our plants, because if we're not feeling good, who's going to take care of the plants? Nobody. So I have been doing my best. Looney, relax, baby. I've been doing my absolute best to try to care for myself a little bit better, a lot of bit better, with this nasty, nasty weather. So let's chat about some of the things that I've been doing to help with that. But first, we need to water these plants up here. Girlfriend, mommy's almost done. When your animals are whining at you, do you whine back at them? Because I do that sometimes. Does that mean? Okay. But yeah, so one of the main things that I've been trying to do, well, not trying, I have been doing because I really don't have a choice. But what I've been doing is getting outside, even when it is so nasty outside and I frankly just don't want to go out there. I have to still because I have these babies, Sixto and Luna, and they want to go outside. They want to play, they want to roll around in the grass and attack each other and just have fun and just get some exercise. So I take them out for their walks every day, and it just gets me out there. It's a chance for me to just pop my headphones in and listen to a podcast or jam out to some music, or just not have anything in my ears and just have that time to just like walk and think and reflect and kind of like talk stuff out with myself. You know what I mean? I can't be the only one that does that. But yeah, I just find that super, super, super helpful. And then I'm spending time with my dogs. So what could be better than that? Huh? Sixto's laying on the bed here. He's so sweet. But yeah, just getting outside and trying to soak in what little tiny bit of sun I do see, which seriously, y'all, I haven't seen actual sun on my skin in at least 2 weeks. So whenever it does pop out next, you bet your butt I'm going to be trying to run outside as soon as I possibly can. Another thing I've been trying to do is just trying to practice self-care in general. I'm honestly really bad at doing that. Like if it's not something that I can do while I'm doing something else, I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm wasting my time. So just trying to like make myself slow down a little bit and, you know, let myself take an extra long, super hot shower and just burn all of my miseries away in that hot, hot water. Oh my God, I love it so much. I love a hot, hot shower. And I just, you know, need to let myself have it. Give myself, you know, a good everything shower where you loofah everything down, you give your legs a good shave, and you just feel good. I've been double shampooing recently, which just feels so, so good. So I just like shampoo, rinse it out. I'm so sweaty. Hopefully you can't see. Hopefully you can see because this camera's so good. But yeah, so I'll shampoo once, rinse it out, shampoo again, and then I will condition. And just that little extra thing just feels so good. Not only for my hair, but just for myself. So yeah, just spending some time with myself. It feels good. The last major thing that I really try to do for myself to keep my mood boosted, this is really something that I do in the car on my commute to and from work. Well, honestly, mostly from work, like coming home or going to the gym or whatever. I will blast my music, the music that just like gets me going, that I love to sing along to and dance in the car to. And I just have like a little solo party in the car. And it just really helps to boost my mood, like a shocking amount. It's crazy what just, you know, singing at the top of your lungs and dancing like a goofball will just do for you. It'll just make me feel so good. Let me know if you do that too. But I don't know. That's one of my favorite things to do, to just like really get myself pumped, get myself in the mood to just have a good time, enjoy myself. Like, I just feel good when I do that. So that is a huge thing for me. I can't recommend that enough. I feel like this sprayer is just so intense and I'm getting water on stuff I don't want to get water on. So let's try this. We're just gonna call that good. Okay, oofda. I better wrap this video up here and take these guys out for a potty before Looney like absolutely loses her mind on me. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys are having a great start to your winter. Let me know how you're dealing with it and how your plants are dealing with it. I hope that some of my tips helped you guys. I know it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's just stuff that I really find helpful. So I thought I would share with you guys while we get some plant chores done. It feels so good to get almost all of the plants in here watered. I think I just have a handful of ones to do left, and that's just gonna have to wait until tomorrow because Luna wants to go out for one last potty walk, and yeah, we're gonna do it. It's her post-dinner potty walk. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. I hope that it looks good. I hope it sounds good. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks for this specific camera or just shooting with the camera in general as well. Let me know if you think it looks too dark, too bright, whatever. I'm still figuring this out. So, okay, I'm sweaty. I gotta get going. Okay, bye guys. I'll see you later.